Hey yo, everybody. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I got caught up in my crocheting. Hi, Laura. Yes, she has arrived. And Essie, Sarah, Shannon. I'm sorry, my brain got stuck on
That's all right.
the Randy, Andrea. Your voice can now rest, Mars. Ooh, ice cream.
Oh, that sounds good.
Crystal might actually take a nap one of these days. She'll get through an entire Storyteller's Hearth. Hey, that's okay. Go rest. Mars fears if she naps, she won't wake up for hours, and she needs to stay awake to chase out the post-stream sleepies. That's fair.
That's so fair.
Jessica left has chores to do, and we'll be doing those in a little bit. Eventually, I will write. Look, I feel the same way. You see, I have those little red. They look very pink on camera. They're very
Yes,
red
that's
in
pink.
person.
Yes.
Little scribbles. I did not write the last 2 days, but I am slowly. Everything highlighted pink is I've started, so slowly getting through things so that I can actually write. So I feel you, Jess. Hello, Alice, Eva,
No.
Shannon again. Mars, my cough drop wrapper has some very encouraging messages on it. Power through, take charge and mean it. You can do it and you know it. Put a little strut in it. I feel so inspired. I love those. What brand is it? Because I would like to get those, especially since my kids eat, or well, they take the they eat them. They take the cough drops a lot in the morning before school.
I remember having those on cough drops, but I can't remember the brand.
Hey yo, hi, what's up? And
Hello,
Morgan.
hello, Morgan.
How has everybody's Storytellers Hearth been going? I finished reading CB's script, and I'm on page like
Yay.
8 or 9 out of 48 of what Laura sent me.
Okay.
And I finished this little square.
Oh, that is a square for the
Yeah.
dice bags.
Well, I'm making these 3 squares, and then I'm turning them into dice bags. But I'm waiting to do the sewing of the edges part until I have all the squares, so I can make sure the squares are mostly the same size. Working on the green square.
I have not been participating in Storytellers Hearth so far. But I will from here on out. And then I have a dinner tonight.
I mean, it happens. We have several people. I know, like me and Eva will be in and out of the Storytellers Hearth because we have familial obligations this weekend as well. Like last night, I was at the welcoming stream, and then I took the kids to a trunk or treat, and then we had to do some other errands.
I got my vampire teeth in the mail for my Halloween costume.
Nice.
Different sizes. I don't know if they go down this far, but that'd be fun.
Today, right after I sat in for the break and Mars's stream, and then I'm doing and then I gotta go to trunk or treat. I don't know when we will get back, so I hope everybody has a good time while I'm gone.
It's only noon my time, which I'm realizing that it's a little later. I was like, yeah, I still have like basically a full day of Storytellers Hearth, but
You do. We don't stop until 6-ish tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes, still do. Andrea, go ahead and tell the people how you're doing.
I'm doing great. I've been momming today too. But I hope this stream be more productive. I'm happy with my new work in progress, so I have a lot of things to write.
All right, Shannon, go ahead
Yeah.
and tell.
Doing pretty good. I'd mentioned before backstage, and those who know me, I had just finished doing my first round of revisions on my current book, Curse of Wings and Gems. And I thought I might start on the next book this weekend, but I was at a conference last week, and one night of the conference, I dreamed of a short story that happens in my world. So I've been working on that, and I've been brainstorming and writing parts of it, and I've gotten 7,726 words so far.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, what is everybody working on real quick? During this stream, I plan to do some writing. Whether or not I do writing or my brain needles me into reading more of Laura's thing, we will see. But I'm going to do one of the two. CB, what will you be working on? Also, chat.
I'm going to do
what you're working on.
Huh?
Chat, let us know what you're working on. I will be
Also,
working on.
Introduce yourselves.
Oh, I have to turn my volume up. I turned it down. I didn't want to listen to you anymore, Sam. So do you want me to introduce myself or say what I'm working on?
Yes, both. Do both.
Too many options.
No, I took the options away.
I'm following instructions, Sam. Hi, I'm CB Ferrenz. I'm a queer fantasy writer. I am in college for, this is probably one of the last times I'll be able to introduce myself that way, for screenwriting. So that's where most of my writing abilities and focus is on nowadays. For the first sprint, I'm going to be cleaning up a half-hour fantasy western animated short that I'm going to submit to writing fellowships. I have a couple typos that Sam pointed out, so I'm going to clean that up. And then for the next sprint, I'm probably going to look at my thesis, and then I'll work on my book. So that is what I'm working on today.
Well, like you're a college student, so assignments are very important.
Yeah.
I'm very ahead of my assignments. I do have to write an essay, but I don't want to do that right now. So that's future CV's problem.
Shannon, do you want to go next?
Oh, sure. My name is Shannon. I write under the pen name of SC Houston, and I like writing about broken characters who face adversity to become better versions of themselves. There may or may not be a dragon, but there's always love to find. So I write fantasy romance. I also have a YouTube channel under the name of SD Houston, where I mostly do writing sprints, but I also have a podcast, the Self-Publishing Tips and Tricks podcast, that is on my YouTube channel as well as on major podcast platforms. And also the founder and conference chair of the AuthorTube Writing Conference. We're gearing up for our 4th annual conference, and applications will actually be opening in like 19 days, 20 days. Forgot there's 31 days in this month. So like 20 days, the applications will open for anybody who has a YouTube channel where they publish content about writing and or publishing. You can sign up to be a speaker, and it doesn't matter what your sub count is. You could be, very low or whatever. We take all the applications. So we actually set aside, it used to be 1 hour during the conference. We set aside just for those who had under 500 subscribers. Now we've set aside an hour and a half for those under 500 subscribers. So that was a change that we made for this year. So looking forward to that. And I am working on the short story. At this moment, it has a working title of Afrina's Temple. Afrina is a minor goddess in my world. She is the goddess of persuasion and seduction. So yeah, it's interesting. I'm having fun with this story.
This is unfair. Why I have to go after Shannon that has this amazing introduction?
I'm like, oh shoot, should I
the
like
bottom left corner and
Hi.
I go clockwise.
Sorry.
Hi, I'm Andrea.
Hi.
Hi.
Latino representative.
Yeah.
I write. I appear in these events sometimes to make me write. Like I need the body doubling and the camera to, make me write. And that's it. Oh, and I love Ren music. So today I'm promoting Ren makes music things because are amazing. And a lot of storytelling, even if you don't like hip hop or rap, the storytelling in his lyrics is amazing.
Okay.
Awesome.
I don't know what you're saying. Is it an artist name that you're saying? I'm partially tone deaf, so
Yes.
I may not be able to pick it up.
Yeah, she's promoting an artist named Ren Makes Music.
Ren, like R-E-N?
Wonderful storytelling through the lyrics and whatnot in the music.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And I am Writing Mom Samantha Ellen Nassett. This is my channel where I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer-parent things. The good, the bad, the emotional, just all of it. I host live streams on my channel on Mondays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will also be the co-conductor for the Nostalgia Train Book Club Vampire Academy next week. We're still picking a day. And yeah, I help co-organize the Storytellers Hearth. So lots of fun things. I'm going to try to kind of keep us on a tight-ish schedule for this stream, because I want to do 3 30-minutes. So at the 15-minute mark, we will do our streams so that we have time and whatnot.
Our outros?
Yeah, so we have time to do our outros.
Okay, good.
I'm not getting the words I had hoped, and I'm a little frustrated about it. Oh, I'm sorry. Mine is going very slow for me. I've been working for 5 hours already today, and I've gotten through 2 chapters, and all I'm doing is re-outlining. Hey, but that's still like 2 chapters done that you didn't have done before. You know, any progress is progress, whether slow or not.
Mm-hmm.
Mars wrote 4,090 words. I misread that as 40,000 words this weekend. I was like, holy shit. 4,090 words is still
What
really
for
good.
1,000?
There are people who can do like 40,000.
I know. This is why I didn't doubt it. I was just impressed.
And it's amazing and incomprehensible.
Laura plans on hitting the treadmill. Awesome.
Nice.
I just pulled chapter 31 from the box, which is the penultimate chapter of my story. Nice.
Ooh.
Also, we love everyone supporting each other. I'll be working on my next book, Wretched Woods, which I hope to finish by November 1st. Currently on chapter 31. Nice.
Do you know how many chapters? Like how through are you?
Oh, also that says 33. Sorry, my dyslexia got me. Yes, is it 33 of question mark? Alicia is working on self-revisions, hoping to get another 5 chapters revised today. Ooh, sweet.
I support you.
Morgan's gonna get up and do laundry. Actually, I've been staring at my book for too long, I think. That's very fair. Take a break.
Okay.
Emma Jean's ignoring my assignments to focus on my book.
Same. Same.
Randy's working on the final 6 chapters of my childhood friends to enemies to co-workers to lovers romance. I enjoy that pipeline.
You just have all of the steps in there.
I love that. Mars is trucking along with RFR. I have 1 chapter to go before I get to write the one that sparked the whole idea for the book, so I'm excited. I love getting to that part. Jacqueline says, hello. You're not late. This is just the start of your productivity day. It's all good. Yes, celebrate all of the wins. We're saying hello to more people who come in. Yes, hi, Mama Maggie.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really cool title. I love that. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Vampires. Oh, that is... Which title? Hold on. I just took some pain meds, so...
Oh, that was for her Wretched, the one that you just did. Because Wretched Woods, she tends to write about vampires, but I was just wondering if this one had vampires too.
Mm. I just opened up a package from home, so I'm like so distracted.
Oh, vampires.
And my parents sent me.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Goldfish strawberry shortcake Hello Kitty.
Oh wow.
This is so cute.
The best kind of care package from home.
Yeah. And then leaves, because I'm in California and there's no leaves here.
That's so sweet. Bring a little bit of fall.
I'm gonna pin these up on the wall or something. Stop interrupting.
And Maggie's going to spend the hour until character randomizer stream formatting because I hate myself.
And so she just had a celebration too, that she just published her a book. Was it yesterday, day before? I'm losing track of days. But that book held her 1 millionth word that she wrote after she had her health crisis. So, yeah.
Well, congratulations to that.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I also admire that she kept track of that because
that's
a lot of work.
Yeah. Our last message before we sprint is the bag of leaves is adorable. I lied. This is the last one. Now we'll go sprint. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Hello. It ended. I thought it ended, sorry. It went black. I'm sorry, there's 20 more seconds.
But I could have used those 20 seconds. Now my focus is broken.
All my fault. I'm sorry.
I was turning my music off, so it probably went black while I switched a thing. But hello, how did everybody do that sprint?
I did those little edits, and then I tried to set up my mic that I just got in the mail, but I think I got the wrong size mic stand, so I kind of have to like MacGyver it in there. But it's fine, probably. So I did that and then realized I probably should concentrate on actually writing. And then I got distracted. And then I sat down to look at my writing of my book because I looked at my thesis and was like, it's good enough. I don't need to work on this right now. And realized I have no idea where my outline is. So now I'm like sorting through my very, very cluttered Google Doc drive and going like, oh, is it this outline? No, I don't think it is. Oh, is this outline? No, I don't think it is. Because I've made different outlines to send to like different like critique partners, and I'm like, oh, I don't know which one the one I was using is now. So yeah, that's what I struggled to do. What about y'all?
I
I'll
got.
let you go next, Andrea, so you don't have to follow Shanon.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you. Thank you. I tried to set the camera better. I was not comfortable. Now I'm fighting with Google Docs because now I'm writing in Google Docs because it's whatever, and the document is not centered. It's at one side of the the screen, and it's making me crazy because there's no thing at the bottom to adjust. So yeah, I'm fighting with it. But I actually and I actually advanced the scene that I'm fighting with before I got distracted with the Google Docs thing. I know.
I got 321 words written.
I so I had to mom tell the children to switch their loads of laundry, and then I read more pages of Laura's thing, and then I did do some writing. I got in 100 or like 105 words or something. Yeah, that looks right.
That's awesome with all the mom and everything too.
Thank you. Yeah. It was like for the last 5 words. I probably could have got like 130 words if someone hadn't distracted me.
Those last 20 seconds were
not even paying attention to my slandering right now. So it's did. Hello to the new peoples who came in during the sprint. So far, so good. We all said how ours were at the beginning, so if anybody wants to know, they can rewatch that later. Jen and JC chatting, catching up. Coming out of a depression. I feel that I'm just coming out of the tail end of one too. Yep, sending you lots of love and hugs. Depression's rough. Yeah, I actually I didn't realize I was in one until I was talking to my mom, and I'm like, Mom, I feel like sleep. I think I might need to go to the doctor. I've been sleeping like 14 hours a day, and that's very unlike me. And she's like, maybe you're, she's like, maybe you're depressed. And I was like, maybe. So,
Possibly.
I think I was in another time warp, 116 minutes this time. Well then, welcome back from your time warp. That was a hang with Jacob and the cat sprint. I needed to reset my brain after my stream. Fair enough. Hope the brain is braining now. Randy did 421 words of one of the heavy scenes I left for myself. Pretty much everything left in this book are the heavier chapters. Oof.
Oof.
Oh no, that happens to me too. Or I accidentally end up doing a bunch of work in the wrong version. TB. That was TB.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay, we need to close this. Yeah, I was still organizing, and I was just getting more and more confused about what is in front of me. Yeah, I don't even know where to start right now, so I'm a little overwhelmed by that, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Make a folder that's called Not These Ones, and just slowly go through one by one, and then put the ones that are not the ones you're looking for in that folder.
That's a good idea. I did make like the ones that like for CPs, and I'm like, but I have some faint memory of me having done work on one that was for a CP instead of on my main stuff. So I'm like, okay, it's fine. I'll figure it out. Probably. Definitely.
Jessica posted those in the Troublemaker Discord. Imogene got 522 words. Jacqueline got 203 words, starting to get tired, so might move to some brainstorming for the next project. Fair enough. Got another 200 words, then loaded the dishwasher and started lunch. Fair enough. Reworking the Windows the Widow. Is it Windows or Widows?
I'm guessing it's Widow. That says window, though.
Yeah.
Okay. When Daisy is taken to see the lighthouse and home, her late husband, Widow, has building for their time after the war. The lie of a future he knew they wouldn't have. Oh.
Sorry. I'll say, so why does the window have grief?
The window or the widow?
Window. Why does the window have grief?
Because it's the window they stood out, and now the window's sad that the man died.
It's because of window pane.
Damn, it was right there.
I knew there was going to be a pun, but I couldn't figure it out.
Somebody said, hey, I just got back from doing a Fall Fest car show with the kids. Next is building a bookshelf. You got this.
I wish you luck.
Mostly lurking this afternoon, but working on chapter 99 revisions right now. 233 this last one. Nice.
I like the profile picture.
Did you this 54 minutes ago?
Yes.
For this stream. I think in December I'm struggling with my class right now. But it's because life is lifing. Do life. I am writing a book for a client today and just chilling, my only day off this week. Well, relax. We're here to like root you on and stuff. I started this stream with like okay head, and my head is just devolving.
My head hurts.
I'm gonna get some coffee. Actually, I'm gonna have a child bring me coffee.
Oh, I don't have any minions.
I know. I formatted the whole wrong version because I selected the wrong dated copy. I was like facepalm. The window has grief because it's suffering from pain. Maggie knew. Maggie caught on.
Maggie's.
I'm summoning a child real quick.
Yeah.
I think it's the same child who needs to put his clothes in the washer, so I will also check to make sure he did that.
Multitasking.
Yes. Multi-momming.
Sure.
I think I'm gonna
momming of the multiverse. I'm multiversing the
I'm gonna
mom.
tape the leaves up on the wall. I think it looks really cute or really dumb.
It would, but I don't think your roommates would be down for it. Not that I care what they think.
I
Wait,
do.
you do.
I don't know. How could they say no to a leaf? Oh my god, it smells like trees. I'm just gonna start snorting the leaves, don't mind me.
Child. Well, I'm glad you realized you didn't start the washer. I actually called you for coffee. Can you
I've
get
been
me
Not
working on
just for telling.
my embroidery project.
Oh, that's
My new one.
lovely. I love it.
He didn't even bother coming in here to see what I wanted. He just walked downstairs, realized the washer wasn't on, and I heard him go, "Oh, my bad," and then start it. And I'm like, "Wait, no, don't go away."
I actually need to talk to you.
Your task is multiplied while you were gone.
Yeah, the problem's multiplied.
I haven't worked on my book in so long where I'm like, where even is this? What even is this? There's a plot in here, right? And there is. There's a very detailed outline. As soon as I find it.
Like, I just got to figure out where it went.
Put
All
a
my
lot of
comments.
thought in
I'll
this.
get to you again. I'm just gonna untangle my yarn.
I just don't know where I put said thoughts.
Crap, I need to clean work clothes by tomorrow.
Oh,
Well, here's your reminder. I would like up to here. Thank you. And then go take a shower. Don't butt me.
What?
I listened to the Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake, trying to finish it before the end of the month. How long is it? Laundry is a tomorrow problem for me. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a headache, take your thumb and put them in between your eyebrows and press up and out as if it's making a fake bird. Weird way of explaining it, but at least I tried.
what?
I think that works for sinus headaches,
Mm-hmm.
but I have chronic migraines, which are very, very different beast. And it is not head pain that is plaguing me right now. It is the come down from head pain because I took some painkillers and they worked. And if anybody has had a long migraine, you may relate or understand. There's this thing of when your head has had so much like pain and squishing, and then suddenly the pain is gone, as is your ability to think and process. And it's just like this kind of like a light falls over.
Your brain can finally rest. So it said, okay,
So-
I'm not in pain. I want to sleep. I want to not be
Your brain
working
just-
today.
We're not in pain. We're recouping, and thus we're not working anymore.
Yeah.
I have found for me coffee helps when I have brain fog. I think because it like reminds my synapses to start firing again. But yeah.
I went to get like coffee with someone this morning, and I don't actually drink coffee. I really want to, but I just don't like the flavor because I have the palate of a 5-year-old. And so I drink chai, like an iced chai latte. But they were out of chai, so they said we have a different type of tea, and whatever it was not nearly as strong as chai. So it was like slightly, it was like yummy, but it was more like, you know, slightly spicy milk. Rather than a chai latte, which is even more spicy milk. And so I'm now like, oh, I really want caffeine, but I don't think I have like some black tea that I might go make next sprint. But that's
I used to not like coffee. Like I love the smell of coffee. I loved making coffee for other people, but I just did not like drinking coffee. And then I was at the hospital after giving birth to my youngest, and I had, oh my God, I had such a bad migraine. And this nurse came up, and I was not diagnosed with migraines yet. So I just knew that my head hurt a lot. And she was like, we unfortunately can't give you much except like 2 Tylenol. And I'm like, that's not going to do nothing. And then they were like, I can make you a cup of coffee. And I'm like, will that help? And she's like, yeah, like coffee helps a lot of people with headaches. And I'm like, I will try it. And I put so much sugar and milk in that coffee. And then I drank it and I was like, I will learn to drink coffee. So I've become determined, and now I enjoy some coffees, but a lot of time there's a lot of places that I'm convinced just don't make good coffee because I know what good coffee tastes like now, and their coffee, like
Yeah,
no matter what flavor coffee you get or anything, it tastes burnt, and I'm like, coffee should not actually taste burnt. I have learned
yeah.
that means it's
Yep.
bad coffee. So
So
That makes a lot of
here are we are a lot of coffee people, and a lot of
uh,
our coffee is Colombian coffee. So
Mhm.
it's really, really good.
Mm.
And I went to the States like a lot of years ago, and I drink the first coffee on, I don't know which place. Oh, in a Denny's. It was,
Mm.
what is this thing that you are? This is not coffee. Like this is brown water. Like it's burn, or it's like I think that they reuse the coffee for a lot of time. They probably burn the
The
grain of
ground.
coffee. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably burned a lot of times.
It was a Denny's. So
So yeah, it wasn't like the best. Absolutely.
yeah.
Um,
where are you? Like where do you live now?
I'm
With good
I'm in Chile,
Okay. So Chile has good
South
coffee.
America. Yes.
A
Yeah.
lot
Oh,
of
listen.
a lot of Latin American countries, coffee's like really big in those parts.
Mm.
Yes. Like
South, like
we drink.
Central and South America are very well known for their coffee and their coffee beans.
Yes.
Mm.
Brazilian coffee and Colombian coffees are the best. We
Mm.
don't have coffee in Chile. We don't produce because it's in the most in the equator, like
Yeah.
in the. But yeah, we love coffee here.
Yeah, we have a Hispanic coffee shop on the other side of town. Their coffee is so good, but it's like it's on the other side of town, so it's
Well,
a
Sam,
drive that I can't justify for a
Sam,
cup of
next time I visit you, we can go to that coffee shop, order a singular coffee. I can taste it, and when I probably don't like it, you can drink it.
That's fine. I do that with my sister too, because she also wants to drink coffee, but she's not a big coffee fan. So everywhere we go, I'll just drink the coffee. Because even if I don't like the coffee, I can drink it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I would be
If I get a
more
coffee, I'm
willing
like, this is a disappointing flavor, but I am drinking it.
I would be more willing to try different types of coffees, but I don't have the money for that. For like if I'm gonna buy myself a fun little drink, I'm gonna get something I know I will like because it's rare that I get to buy one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want
Fair.
to get a coffee even if it sounds really good and smells really good and then only get like a sip into it. Because I usually take a sip of coffee and I'm like, oh, I'm okay with this. And then I take another one. I'm like, never mind. So
Yeah, that's fair.
I usually have a little bit of coffee with my creamer.
Oh my gosh, my husband showed my oldest this thing where you put creamer into Dr. Pepper. So when we're at the grocery store, my oldest goes, Dad showed me this video and I think it was creamer and we can put that and I'm like, we can get creamer. So I'm gonna try that later. I
asking.
want to catch up on chat real quick.
Okay.
Jessica said, "Oh, mine will probably never make it into the dresser, but at least it's clean." That's my laundry has been living in baskets beside my bed for a month now, Jessica. The one day I was like, "I'm gonna do the laundry," my husband forbade me and told me to just go right because he knows it's gonna struggle.
If my roommate's bed wasn't like right there, right out of view, there would be laundry all over my bed because that's how I live. But I feel really bad when I live like that when she has to live 5 feet over. So I've been fairly
Like,
tidy.
the
recently.
laundry is clean, all right. We just gotta dig for it like moles. We can be mole people.
Yeah. It's probably great for my back to lay on top of the mounds of laundry, like stretching and stuff. Like, ooh, look at that. Maybe.
Let's see. Nicole says, I want to try vanilla tea. That does sound tasty.
Hmm.
That's what counts. Oh, is that it's clean? Yes.
Yeah.
Mar says, I love a good chai latte. I put honey in mine, and I recently got pumpkin spice honey from the farmer's market, and it's so delicious.
Gosh, I might have to hunt down some pumpkin spice honey. I use the chai mix from Trader Joe's is what I found, so I can make it at home. It only makes like 2 or 3 cups, getting the chai mix, but it's only like $3 or $4, and at any coffee place it's like 5 or 6. So I will happily buy it from Trader Joe's. I'm really hoping that someone's not going to reveal it's like, oh, by the way, this is morally awful or healthy awful for you, because I'm so happy to have found it.
It's all right. I will. I want to share some thoughts in a moment after we jump down here. Like my daughter says, I drink cream, not coffee. I mean, sometimes. Honestly, one good thing is well, another good thing for headaches is if you like aren't a coffee person but you're a cocoa person, you can put a scoop of coffee, well, like a scoop of instant coffee, not regular coffee grounds.
Yeah.
A scoop of instant coffee grounds in your cocoa, and like when they dissolve, that can also help. It's not as effective, but it does help.
Okay.
I love coffee, but I've recently become a matcha girl.
Mm.
All drink preferences.
I like a sweet matcha. I like more tart matcha. I'm like, I don't think that's right.
Jen likes syrups and a frother to make my good coffee. That's fair. When I started drinking coffee in college, I was a lot more cream than coffee. Now it's the complete opposite. Fair. I also think it's one of those things where our taste buds change as we get older. So I think when we're younger, we pick up the bitter a lot more sharply. So that could also be part of it.
And I like don't want to become like reliant on caffeine, but I also want a caffeine that isn't soda that I can like do a little pick me up, or like energy drinks.
I can't handle black coffee. But I do love a good salted caramel syrup in my coffee. Oh yes, I am such a caramel.
I love it.
Girl. Anytime I go to a new coffee shop, I look for their caramel option. If I don't like their caramel option, I'm probably not going to like anything else. I once went to a local coffee shop and ordered a latte. The lady asked me like 3 times if I wanted something in it, and I was sure, and then reminded me they weren't Starbucks. I also drink cold brew and not hot coffee. That's I mean this
That's
was
amazing.
This is a pre-made cold coffee from the fridge, so now I can't understand drinking just straight black coffee. Some sugar and at least a little creamer. I like buying
my mom drinks just black coffee, nothing in it. I use sweetener and milk a little bit in the mornings, so it's not just black coffee. But my mom is like,
it is not my preference.
It
mom has brown sugar in her coffee, and I like she's from Nicaragua and she just puts brown sugar in her coffee, and I tried that once and it had this weird aftertaste. I was like, I thought this was gonna be good.
Brown sugar does have an aftertaste.
Interesting.
I've used it in cups of tea before when I've run out of normal sugar, and it changes the whole flavor profile, and it's like, oh, okay, that was
See, I have to have some milk in coffee. Without it, it's just too bitter. I can drink it without sugar, but it needs milk, actual milk, or I can't. I try to avoid sugar as much as possible, but eggnog lattes are my favorite now. I've had Dr. Pepper lattes and fraps, and they're awesome, but Dr. Pepper syrup doesn't taste quite right. I agree with that. How does one make a Dr. Pepper coffee? Yes, put down in below. I had a maple chai the other day, and it was tasty. Everyone is very interested into this Dr. Pepper coffee. Hey, Grayson. OMG, Sam, I tried brown sugar in my coffee before when I ran out of sugar, and that was so fun. Like, I was like, hey, she really likes it. There's got to be something here. And I was like, if there is, not for me. But it is fascinating to me the amount of times that like I go to a restaurant or to a shop or something, and like my children order soda, and doesn't nobody bat an eye. I take them to a coffee shop, and the like baristas and stuff will be like, oh well, we can make this without actual coffee in it, and I'm like, no, they can have coffee. I'm like, coffee is like, because I looked into this when they were really little, when I first started drinking coffee, because I knew anything mom drinks they're gonna want to drink, right? Coffee, like, we're talking regular coffee or coffee in like not Starbucks places where it's, coffee with maybe some additives, not additives with some coffee, which again, any way you like your drink is valid. But is actually a lot healthier than like soda, right? The only real thing that's questionable about it is the caffeine and the sugar.
Hmm.
But it's like it's still a better alternative than like soda. And coffee actually has health benefits, which last time I
Yeah.
checked, my soda did not have any health benefits. It doesn't even properly hydrate me. It's purely just for enjoyment.
I love this
And
little
so,
TikTok.
say that again?
I love the little like sidebar. It's like this is the benefits of coffee versus soda.
Yeah.
No, I'm not being sarcastic. I actually do love it.
No, it is. It helps your digestive system, and it can like, oh, there's a couple other things. And like I said, it's like good for headaches and migraines and everything. But like, so letting your kid have a cup of coffee a day is actually good for them. And like mine drink a cup of coffee in the morning a day.
Hmm.
Again, asterisk, as long as you're not buying the highly altered sugary
Yeah.
version and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, this is regular coffee, like that you prepare at home, is really. When I was pregnant with my oldest, like doctor said, okay, you can drink coffee, but like
One a
you
day.
do it at home,
Mhm.
like 2 cups, I think 200 ml daily, but don't drink the one that's in powder. That is like instant coffee. That thing is just chemicals, but good coffee is good. It's good. And as Maggie said, I think about his brother with the ADHD. Yeah, because for some type of ADHD, because we regulate better with things that a lot of people get hyped, that calm us. I don't know
Yeah,
why,
that's what
Yeah.
my
but
doctor told me too. She said that she thought that I had ADHD, and she said, you drink coffee because it calms everything down in your mind versus other
yes,
people who drink it in the morning and it wakes them up. And I was like,
yeah.
exactly, this is exactly what it does. So I gave it to my
I
youngest.
drink coffee before sleep. Like I can drink coffee. People
So
say,
do I.
how you can sleep like you are not awake? No, thank
It,
you. A cup of coffee and I
sometimes
go to sleep.
it helps me sleep better.
Yeah,
My friends and
I don't
I
have
used to
ADHD, but I
go
have
down.
dyslexia, which is ADHD's cousin.
My friends and I used to go down to the convenience store when we had sleepovers, and we pick up a Monster, which are like hella caffeinated, and then we'd be like, "Oh, we're gonna stay up so late, like we're gonna be big kids," and then I'd drink mine and immediately fall asleep because I
oh
also have
dear.
ADHD. And the next morning, my friends would be like, "What? Like, why didn't you like stay up?" And I'm like, "I have no memories of going to sleep. Like, I was like really tired. I was like, oh, I'll just close my eyes." They're like, "Why didn't you drink your Monster?" I'm like, "I did." So once I found that out, I felt very vindicated.
Yes, Jessica, stimulant. That was the word that I couldn't think before. ADHDers need stimulants to
Yeah.
get calm. They don't know why, I think, but that's that's the main
I
thing. We need to.
Weird brain science.
I think when I read about it, don't quote me on this, definitely fact check because my memory is a little questionable right now. But I think what it was is some neurotypical conditions, because the way that our brains are wired, they work harder to do some things that neurotypical brains don't have to work as hard, which is why like coffees and other stimulants like keep them going and stuff. Whereas
Yeah.
for our brains, it kind of like it brings us up to their point, but then our brain doesn't actually have to work as hard. So then our brain like relaxes and gets tired.
Yeah.
Similar to
Yep.
the post migraine come down.
Yeah.
Yeah, coffee. Yeah, we read that. I let my daughter try my coffee once, and she was like, "Yeah, no, I'm good. It was too bitter for her, even with the cream in it."
Yeah.
My son, like, I talked to him what he like didn't like coffee, and that was fine. He always tried whenever I had a new like flavor or type, and he'd try it, and he was like, "No." But then we like talked about it. He was like, "Mom, is coffee good for you?" And I told him the health benefits of coffee and everything. And he was like, "Okay." So then he began his journey to find coffee flavors that he likes. And there's this uh a lot of the pre-made coffee places will put out limited time flavors of mocha peppermint around
Oh,
Christmas.
I love peppermint things.
That is his favorite. Is the
Peppermint
mocha peppermint.
chocolate is my shit. Like, oh, I just love it so much.
Coffee with, oh my god, the
Oh,
Vietnamese coffee. Oh, so good. Coffee with sweetened condensed milk is also good. It's a backcountry latte
I
when
mean,
you're
yeah.
camping. That's fair. It's also Vietnamese coffee is also made with sweetened condensed milk. And I love that shit. Why do y'all have me questioning if I have ADHD? Because coffee has never really energized me the way I expect it to, unless I have more than 3 cups. I can also fall asleep when I drink coffee.
Yep, probably.
I mean, we're just sharing our experiences as people with ADHD and dyslexia. If you relate,
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
I found this channel on YouTube is ADHD Chatter Podcast, and he has a lot of shorts about ADHD in women, and there's 2 or 3. There is a really good checklist of yeah I have that, yeah that's me too, that you can revise if you want to start the process. I know that in at least in the state, it's really hard to have the diagnosis with adults. It's kind of a nightmare, I think. Here is pretty easy. I mean, you go to the neurologist and he made a test and it's, yeah, you're ADHD and this is your recipe. But yeah, you can, the ADHD Chatter podcast is it's kind of a really good short versions of things that you can maybe relate with.
Yeah. I just noticed the time, so we're gonna go into the spring. I moved my playlist to this other screen, so it won't fool anybody when I go to pause it. Right. Would you like to count us down as you give me a death glare, CB?
Sure. 3, 2, 1, I go.
Heyo.
I didn't say it this time.
On the tab. We got lost in my sea of tabs, but I found us.
Speaking of lost and finding, I found it.
Woot.
It was actually the original document I opened and went, no, I did more work than this, and then closed it. I didn't actually. From that. That is how much I did. It's just up here apparently, or I didn't update that document because I was only looking at like the older, like the first chapters, and I'm in chapter 5 with the actual writing. And so I was like, that's an old outline. No, I just never updated my outline as I wrote. And I was like, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense.
Maybe you dreamed about it.
Not this one. No, this one I came up with when I was explaining to one of my teachers how I would teach a class on writing a novel. And I was like, okay, so you start with an
chat. Go ahead and let us know how you did. All right, sorry. Continue.
I was like, so you start with like, I just like explain the whole thing, and this is what I can't like. This the original root of this idea is what the idea that I came up with for that example. And I was like, oh wait, I kind of like this. So it's changed a lot since then, but that's the original bit. I made a cup of tea and wrote, I don't know, like 100 words, 200 words, not much.
Nice. But you also like solved the mystery, so that's good.
I'm basically Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah. All right.
Awesome.
Andrea, how'd you do that sprint?
I think that I wrote also like 100 words of questions that I have for the story. But I think that I know that I'm starting. I think that I'm started on the break into 3. Like now I'm going back a little bit for the rest of the book. I think I don't know. Is my hubby was preparing the kids to go out, so he came here and he was talking and telling me all the things that we need to do. It's like, yeah, great, yes, but I need to do this.
You were family as well.
Yeah, but I kind of, yes, I did what I did. It's okay.
Awesome. Shannon?
I was on mute. I get 708 words.
Nice.
Awesome.
I did a variety of things. I read about a page or two of Laura's thing while I we went grocery shopping yesterday, but I wasn't feeling good, so only the perishable, refrigerated, and like freezer stuff got put away. And apparently I didn't think they cared as much as they do. But I'm very happy to know that the children not only appreciate, but actually really like that I put the cereals in plastic containers, because my middle child last night was like, Mom, he's like, are we going to put the cereal up? And I'm like, no, I'll do that tomorrow. And he goes, but I don't want to pour my cereal from the bag. And I was like, I promise I'll get it done before you eat cereal next time. And he was like he had this pouty, he did not believe me face, but he was going to let it go. And so I made sure that I did that right now so that I would keep my word, because I just remembered that I promised him I was going to do that. So I'm not saying he didn't have a right not to doubt, or that he didn't have reason to doubt me, but I had to prove him wrong. And then I did do, hold on, the word count. Like 223 words. So I'm doing like a summary style outline where I'm outlining a story, but like in a summary that gets.
You have actual like lines of dialogue in your outline.
Look, it's very detailed in parts and not detailed at all in other parts. So, but that's how I like to outline.
I'm gonna start writing down my count between sprints.
Okay. Maggie said they have known since the 1980 that some people with ADHD react differently to coffees and some medications, and there's the possibility that it is related to low PNMT liver enzyme levels. This is good to know. Can totally relate. I drink the same drink, but the honey is from my hive. I'm jealous. You can't get fresher honey than that.
When I was little, we had honeybees. Like I like to say I grew up on a honeybee farm because that makes it sound much more dramatic. We had like 3 or maybe 6 hives or something. I don't know, not very many. But I miss the honey from that. It was so good.
Chris's mom, when she visit, like she'll go to Nicaragua to visit her relatives, and then she'll come visit us, and she'll bring us like honey with a cone.
Wow,
that stuff is so good. Hi, popping into Smoochie's the Likey. Currently at an in-person writing group at the library. Happy sprinting. Well, you're not here anymore, I presume, but we appreciate you stopping in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the YouTube channel, How to ADHD. It helped me understand why my son does the things that he does. Oh, I love when family and friends of people with just like different conditions and brain functions and stuff watch educational things on those conditions and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like my husband started like reading things on migraines, and it like helped him really understand on a different level.
My mom will send me me, my older brother, and my dad all have ADHD. We have different types of ADHD, but we all have it. And my mom will send us like ADHD Instagram reels that she'll find and be like, have you seen this? And I'm like, yes, I saw it on TikTok 2 months ago, but thank you. I appreciate it. But she'll be like, I found out this new thing. And I'm like, oh, that is a new thing I've never heard of. So it's lots of fun.
That's how we all learn. Sarah said the fact that caffeine never affected me like it did other ADHD people helped clue me into having ADHD as well. I will say I think my oldest has ADHD, and I wouldn't have necessarily separated it from dyslexia if I didn't have so many friends with ADHD. And I'm like, no, I very clearly can see what's what now. So
yeah,
we might try to have. Oh no, I got 4. Ooh, that reminds me. Excuse me real quick. I need to add to my to-do list. Fill out doctor forms. He like just had a checkup, and I got the thing was he got the checkup during fall break, and then she was like, I'll give you a form and his teacher's forms, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then it was fall break, and I forgot that was only a week ago. It's not, we'll be good. JK says hello to many people, asked what we're working on. I'm working on outlining a project that only 3 people know what it's about.
I do. I'm special. I'm one of the special people. Chosen one right here.
Oh no, where did we go?
In case anyone was wondering, just to establish my dominance over everyone else.
I like surprises, so I'm good.
Oh shit, I forgot. I was mindlessly stitching, and okay, yeah, I did too. I can start the next row. I am helping out to co-host another stream. I hope you're feeling better this weekend. I had a comment. It's coming back to me. Have a good time, Maggie.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh. The struggle. Chapter 31. Trying to figure out where the story goes or came from. That's fair. Sounds fun. I'm doing okay, just tired. Have a slight headache. Did Maggie know about this headache? Or are my comments out of order? Good afternoon. Hey, great. Wait, am I all the way up?
You were way far away.
How did that happen?
I think that.
Hold on. Here, we'll put that there. I'm looking for numbers. There we go. All right. Finished chapter 99 revisions. Only 3114. Only 314 words because I got very distracted by Tumblr. That's fine.
Yeah.
Eva did great. JC says, oh, because I feel that so many times we do more work in our minds than we actually put down on paper. I have full on dreamt of conversations I've had with people, and then I'm surprised when they don't remember me telling that. And I'm like, but we talked about it. I remember this. I tried to promote you the other place, but the comments never went through, so I gave up. Otherwise, great progress over here. I appreciate the attempts to be promoted.
Are we doing the dual streams still with Storytellers Hearth?
No, not right now.
Okay.
No.
I started crocheting the first sleeve to the cardigan. I might stop crocheting soon. That's fair. Did about 550 words and got a soda because all the talk of drinks made me thirsty.
I guess she didn't think that coffee was better.
I got almost 500 words that time. Nice. Slowly piecing things this chapter. Sweet. For me today, that's a good number. I have to, yes, 500 words. Sorry, so many numbers and stuff are going through. I have to remind myself sometimes. I mean, 500 is a good word count in general. I only got 168, but I did hop on pretty late. 168 is also still good.
No worries.
382 words, and I might need to add more angst into this book. Oh no, not more angst.
Sure, you'll hate doing that.
Hey yo, reading. I took a walk and then made popcorn. Also good.
Oh yeah.
I went on a walk yesterday. I got Takis from the little store. I was like, oh, this is not the best decision because I was just chemical dying from it, but it's fine. It was yummy.
Randy's usually the same way. I'm an angsty girly, but for some reason my brain is just wanting nothing but diabolically sweet romance right now. I enjoy romance that gives me cavities. So.
Right.
I got some good plotting outlining done for my new D&D campaign.
Ooh,
3 index cards done, so I have 9 more index cards to do until I'm done with my whole outline. Then I might go through the whole thing to see what I'm missing. Fair enough. You've been working on that outline for a while. This is awesome.
Yeah.
It's okay, Sam. You're doing yours. I appreciate that, Mars. What genre is your whip in? I'm working on my Ko-Fi author newsletter for this month and working on my revision outline for Project Sugar and Spice Bakery Rivals Delivers. But y'all, JK has some, JK Lambo has some great titles for their stuff. Definitely go check them out and their Patreon.
I was remembering then on Sarah's stream, I said that I was that I have a great things to tell all of you. Like I want to talk about this and this and this. But I already have that conversation in my head, so I can tell you again what I was thinking because I already did in my mind. I already told you all the things.
Oh no.
You didn't listen, but I did.
That was very good. I apologize.
Yeah.
I'll try harder next time to receive your thoughts.
Yeah, that's what happened. What I'm doing now in the thinking of a project is that I use the whiteboards on the school where I work with, and I start doing mind maps of the thing that and then I take a picture because I'm not going to rewrite that in a paper, but I don't know why, but standing up in front of a wall is really good for thinking.
Yeah.
So I can do a lot of things just there. Or just looking at the wall. Yeah.
Thanks. I'm growing out my bangs, so I'm showing off my 5 head.
I'm thinking of cutting back bangs, just because mine are totally grown out by now, but going back to around this level.
I've had bangs since I was married to my husband, and we've been married 8, I don't remember how many years, a lot of years. I had to figure it out. 16 years. Okay, there we go. So yeah. my first time.
My husband and I recently, mainly because I was fucking with him, because like we were talking about something and he was trying to accuse me of forgetting a date, and I was like, I would never. And I'm like, but I bet you can't remember when we actually started dating. And then we both remembered the month and day, but we were trying to figure out the year, and we were like, when was it that we actually? Well, see, because the thing was, like, after we've known each other since we were like 13, 15 ish, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we were trying to figure out when, like, I had a very tumultuous teen romance life, y'all. I've only had two boyfriends, but like I was on and off again with the first one, and then there was this weird double courtship stage because
Love triangle.
life was hectic. Yes, I was a YA novel. So we were trying to figure out when it like actually was. It was like we know for sure we were dating by 2009, but we were trying to figure out if we were dating in 2008, and we were like we had to have gotten together in 2008 because the summer of 2009 we went on that trip together where we flew places. So we were like, yeah, no, that had to be it. So technically we've been together since 2008. We got married in 2010. We got engaged early 2010. So
I'm not
I've been together.
My husband's the one who remembers the dates all the time, and I always tell a story how like a couple years ago I put the wrong birthday number for him on his cake. So I mean, so,
oh my god.
Yeah, same. We have been together with my partner 19 years already.
Wow.
Like a life. It's a lot of time.
Yeah, we've been married 14, together I now know 16. So,
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah. It was very romance plot. I like told him, I'm like, I'm back together with my ex, so you can't send me romancy things anymore. Proceeds to send me the most romantic birthday card ever, and I'm like,
Sam, are you wearing your Barbie top right now?
Say that again?
Are you wearing the Barbie top that you got right now?
Yeah, I'm wearing the whole thing.
Oh, amazing.
Full Barbie.
Because I have to like go from streaming to driving to Nashville, and I would have just put this on in Nashville, but like the side zipper is such a shitty zipper. Oh my god, it takes me several minutes, and it's not because it's tight. Because at first I was like, am I too big for the costume? Like, did they not anticipate these hips? But no, like once I got it zipped up, it's very comfortable fitting. So I'm like, no, it's the right size. It's just a shitty zipper. So I'm like, I am not in the public bathroom going.
That's fair. I don't have a romance to contribute to the conversation, but my parents are about to hit their 30-year wedding anniversary.
See, that's a romance. It's
this upcoming summer.
It has to be your own.
Yeah. So apparently we're going on a family trip, and I was like, oh, I assumed you guys would go off on your own trip. I'm happy to come along.
You need to ask them, are you sure that you want me to go?
Like, yeah, they're doing a
to
date
go alone
in the city right now, so good for them.
Hi, RP. I'm working on a second chance romance with a grumpy cinnamon roll MMC, a badass sunshine female main character, in a small town full of assholes. Working on that short pitch. It's enough to get me involved.
Yeah.
Your book already sounds good. See? Years are so hard to remember since time became a soup. Yeah, like after the 10-year mark, it's just like you squint to try to remember. It seems so basic on the surface, but I'm in love with it, yes. I met my husband in August 2000, moved together September 2000, married January 2005. Insta love in real life. I love that. My husband says, like, when he when he first started talking to me, he knew I was the one. I just had to figure it out, which I can't say he was wrong. I very much said some of those things that, like, in YA romance, people be like, "Oh my gosh, this is no," and I'm like, "No, that's how teenagers are." No, calm it down. Like,
I only ever remembered our 7th wedding anniversary because I knew that was like a cute year or cool year to use, because you have like 7 is lucky number 7. So then I got 1 penny from every year we were married and had 7 pennies. And then I got him a back scratcher for the 7-year itch. And I was like, just so, 7 has like so many like things that go along with, with the marriage. So I was like, okay, that was really cool. That's the only one I really remember. Otherwise, I don't remember what year we're on.
That's fair.
That's fair.
I still try and write 2012. I was 9 in 2012. I don't know why I keep writing it on dates for stuff. It just keeps happening. So maybe that's when I learned how to write the date properly. That actually is very likely. Oops.
This past summer, I kept thinking that I was turning 27, and then when my birthday finally rolled in September, my friends were like, "Oh, you're only turning 26." That's such a cute love story. Let me tell you, one of the things that he said that I still remember to this day was, like, when I told him that, like, about, I was like, "Why can't you just, like, accept me?" He's like, "Because he already broke your heart once. I haven't even got a chance to prove that I never will." And I was like, I mean,
That's the
I
That's a
remember
lie.
the month and day of when I started dating my hubby, but I also remember the year specifically because of the job I met him at. What was the job, if I can ask? So did you immediately dump the other guy with your husband saying, "No, it was JC, it was tumultuous, okay?" I was
We
like,
had to extend the plot. We weren't in Act 3 yet.
that's right. Well, okay, also remember this happened between the ages of, like, for me, 14 to 17, or yeah, 14 to 17. So, like, I was still, like, figuring out life and very much in that 90s mindset of, it's my job to emotionally take care of my boyfriend. And so, like, every time I kind of tried to break up with my ex, like, he broke up with me first because his best friend in high school told him that you shouldn't date the same person all throughout high school. So on our 3.5-year anniversary, he broke up with me. And, like, I actually got over him, but then, like, he wanted me back and I just didn't know how to react because I was like, I don't know how to handle this situation. But we ended up back together, and then every time I went to break up with him, he, like, cried. And so I was like, I don't know what to do. I finally broke up with him for the last time when he proposed to me, and I accepted it, but I was thinking about my husband. And then I went in my parents' room and I laid on their bed and I'm like, "So I'm engaged." And my dad, like, turns around in his computer chair and they're like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I was thinking about someone else when I got proposed to." And they're like, "Okay." And I'm like, "So I think I should break the proposal." And my mom goes, "Yeah, I would say so."
Sam, I didn't know you got engaged
I've
before.
been engaged twice, yes. So,
Wow. Wow.
so
Yeah, probably if you are thinking another person when
That is
they're
so
proposing
YA.
you, I think that
fine. But
you need
my
to.
daughter last night,
YA, and I'm
was
like, no, I am a fake. I don't live a YA novel. I don't.
my daughter last night, she just looks at me randomly and she's like, "So why did you break up with your ex?" And I'm like, "Where does this come from?" And I'm like, "Here's a lot of complicated reasons. I don't want to talk about it right now." She's like, "Wait, so you did have an ex?" And I'm like, "Yes." I'm like, "What are you asking?" I think she was just quoting a movie until, like, I said that. My town is having a cookie baking contest next month, and I thought of you. 12 bakeries, yes. I was in an open relationship with my second boyfriend when I met my husband, formerly known as my third boyfriend. Aw, everyone scribbles notes. Damn, that was. I like to tell when people are like romance novels build unrealistic expectations, and I'm like, then my husband walked off the pages. So I worked at a temp agency on their contract with Apple as a setup specialist. Helped people set up their phones and Apple Watches. I would say so. It's so funny. My parents were so chill about certain things. Like they very much they were let's hear everything before we react thing. Sam, write it down, publish it with changed names, make millions. So we're all just side characters in the YA romance novel that's in Sam's life. Got it. But
I think we're in
the
like the sequel or epilogue at this point.
yeah, we're in the second gen. I'm about to become a back character to my children. My youngest informed me because she's a worm for Halloween. She informed me she's not like other girls. She's a worm. Oh,
I love this. I love her being a worm. Like I was Batgirl when I was her age, or like Artemis, and I just love that she's a worm. Like that's just so beautiful.
she was
Her
Darth
mind.
Vader last year, so she's gone from being Darth Vader to a worm. And I'm just like, I have no idea what she's gonna do next year.
Amazing.
Yeah, that part, Jessica Barry. This sounds like an amazing book. It's a series. We all get our turn. Maybe there are realistic expectations and men just need to level up. That's what I say. We should just hold romantic partners to a certain standard. And I will die on this hill because like I don't believe everybody should be held to high standards, but I believe if I'm committing my life to you, motherfucker, you're going to have to meet certain standards. This is a commitment. I too must meet those standards, but
No, I'm gonna be honest. Is my partner is the romantic one? Like he's the one that is always the flowers and for me it's like no, thank you. Like he sometimes said that he want to get married, and it's like nope, we are not. Like no, thank you. We are okay that way. We don't need that.
I got in a little bit of trouble because I told him I was going to buy myself a coffee, but instead of buying the coffee, because the cost of the coffee would have been the same as 3 of these, and I saw some very nice colors that I'm like, I want to make the kids dice bags. So I bought those and I got home and he was like, wait, I don't have a charge for your coffee. And I'm like, oh, because I got these instead of the coffee. And so when he Venmo'd me the money for a coffee, and he was like, buy it when you can. All right. I'm starring your comment, Mars, and we got to go into our final sprint. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm gonna mute myself. Don't worry. Hey, we're back. So if everybody in chat wants to very quickly say how they did, then we will do our outros.
810 words.
How many words, Shannon?
810.
810. Okay. I only heard you say 10, and I was like, that doesn't sound like Shannon. I don't know how many I did that sprint specifically, but for the stream as a whole, I did 712.
Nice.
So, and also
things.
My aunt got here and I started organizing the children to get ready to go and everything. So, how'd you do?
I read through my outline all the way, and I found the notes that I thought, not all of them, because I think some of it was in my head, but I did write some of it down. For some reason, just at the end of the document, there's like 2 pages of just stream of consciousness thoughts. And I was like, oh, look, I did think things. Cool. Because it was this whole like sequence. I'm like, I added this somewhere. I remember talking to my dad about it, and I'm like, did I just talk to my dad about it or like text it to him or something? But no, I just randomly put it in the bottom of a document. And I'm like, oh, thanks. So I've retitled my document working copy. So I'll go back to this one next time I sit down. So that is what
sounds like you should have a master copy and then just check the other ones just in case.
Yeah.
Right. Andrea?
I found a scene that I wrote. It was the original idea for the work that I'm doing now, and I have it written by hand, and I couldn't find it, but now I have it, so I don't have to think again what I already think. So I'm happy. Absolutely.
So many lost things have been found this sprint, and that's awesome.
Yes.
My son found his lost glove, so he'll have his glove.
What did your son find?
His lost glove. Like he's a ghost, and he had 2 white gloves. He lost one. I found it. Real quick, Some Deep Mystery was popcorn, her mom's idea in the 3rd grade. Mars in the 6th grade just has a box of tissues for Halloween and travel packs. I love that. Hi, we're closing down, but you guys are in time to the next one will start in about 10 minutes. Tapping out, that's fine. All right. Oh, Jessica said that she was going to stop crocheting, but she kept crocheting the sleeve. That's fine. Molly got 420 words, so close to finishing the short story. Well, hopefully you get it done in the next 10 minutes or during the next stream. 364 words, nice. 200, sweet. 6 pages in to the Christmas Murder Game I'm intrigued. 195 words, handwritten in the hopes it'll help my brain figure out the story. I think most of us do that on stream, handwrite to story things out. All right, go ahead, do outros while I grab my shoes.
I'll go first. Goodbye, I'm CB Ferrenz, college student, screenwriting major, and queer fantasy writer. I stream every once in a while on my channel, which is linked down below. I am trying to, college ends in a month and a half, so I will be unemployed and probably streaming much more often. So you can check me out over there, especially around Christmas and afterwards. And I will start appearing regularly on Sam's channel again at that point as well, probably. Depends what my life is doing. So yeah, that's me.
I'm Andrea. I don't do anything interesting like all these people, so go and follow them and listen to Rain Makes Music. I love him too much, but go and follow them. That's smart people who tell smart things. I don't.
And I'm Shannon. I will be on not the next stream, but the stream after. I'll be hosting for the Storytellers Hearth relay. Other than that, I will be doing NaNoWriMo, which is Dragon Novel Writing Month, right? Okay, let me see if I can figure this out right. So not NaNoWriMo, Dragon Novel Writing Month. There we go. So I'll be doing a stream almost every day, or right now I'm planning every day, but I feel like something's going to come up and take a day away from me, but every day in November to write all the words. So.
What's Dragon Novel Writing Month?
Well, my series is Dragons.
Oh, okay. My series is also Dragons. Or my
I
book
was
is
about to say, coincidentally, CB also has a dragon series, so you should try to catch some of Shannon's stream
Yeah.
around your very busy school.
Right?
And I am Writing Mom's Method on Acid. This is my channel where I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer-parent things. I show the good, the bad, the hectic, as everybody can see from this stream. I will be on Sarah's stream tomorrow. I also host the break stream tomorrow. And I think I will be on another one as well as the closing. Yes, Alice's. I will be on Alice's tomorrow. So I'll see you guys around. Hopefully I'll catch some more streams tonight. But in case I don't, I hope everybody has a good rest of our day 2 of the Storytellers Hearth weekend relay. Yeah, I co-organized this event. So, I will catch you all later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.